Hi friends, this is Muhammad Dilawar. I am going to teach engineering graphics subject. This subject is common to all the engineering branches, and we are going to solve the drawing in the AutoCAD. See, manual drawing also there. So in the manual drawing, you have to draw the on drawing sheet. So you should have must drawing tools. So here you need not to use the drawing tools. Here simply you should must have the knowledge about the AutoCAD, the commands. So each and everything I am going to teach. I'll prepare for a separate playlist for this engineering graphics. Okay, so this is our first lecture. So here introduction to engineering graphics. So what is engineering graphics? Actually, engineering drawing or engineering graphics is a graphical representation of an object or a system, okay, typically created by an engineer during design and planning phase of a project. For example, if you have any idea, okay, any shape, any size, any design, any information if you have in your brain, so you can communicate with the help of this drawing skill. Okay, so something you can explain with the help of the virtual language by saying, okay, but many things are there related to drawings. Okay, so if you try to explain, it is very difficult to understand others, right? So the graphics skills is very most important for the all the branches you should must have. Okay, so you should must have the knowledge about the dimensions, 2D drawing, 3D drawing, all the drawing skills, whatever your branch you have. For example, if you from mechanical field, you should must have the designing of machineries, engines and tools. These are applications. For example, if civil engineering, creating plans for buildings, bridges and roads. Electrical engineering, layouts for circuits and electronic devices. Okay, and similarly for your if you are computer science, so you should must have the knowledge about the software architecture. In that software or architecture, you can going to visualize the complete software structures. Game development also one more application for computer science, designing 3D models and environments for gaming experience, data visualization, network design, PCB design, algorithm visualization. So whatever your branch, okay, these skills is must required. Okay, this drawing skill for the every branch, the drawing skill should must you have. Okay, so in the unit 1, uh, we are I'm going to teach scales. Okay, scales and cycloids, involutes, conic sections. So our first topic will be scale. So what is scale one? What is scale? So scale is a instrument used for drawing or measuring length of the straight line. So you can say like that. Okay. Now if you see here, so scales are used to accurate represent objects that are too large or too small to be drawn at their actual size on paper. A scale allows a drawing to maintain the correct proportions even though it is not the same size as the real object. For example, if you want to understand about these scales, first you should must have the knowledge about what is representative fraction. Representative fraction, RF. Okay, it is short form is RF. The formula is it is ratio of the length of the element in drawing to the actual length of the same element, or else simply you can say drawing size by actual size. You can say drawing size by actual size. For example, if you have a if you want to draw the big machine on the drawing sheet, so it is very difficult to draw on the drawing sheet. So at that time what we are doing, we are reducing the dimensions of the actual object. So in that we are using the reduced scale. So you can see here RF is less than 1. Okay, RF, representative fraction will be less than 1. Reduce scale, okay, 1:2 ratios, 1:10 ratios we can go. Okay, for example, big machines and bridges. Okay, so uh, full scale you can't use, you can't draw on the drawing sheet the big dimensions. So all the dimensions you should must reduce in terms of proportions, or you can say ratios. Similarly, the in large scale means there RF will be greater than 1. RF will be greater than 1. So you are taking the ratios of, for example, 2:1, 10:1, like that, right? Next, you have RF equals to 1, full size scale. So if your object is sufficient dimensions, okay, so actual dimensions, for example, you able to draw the with by taking the actual dimension on the drawing sheet. Okay, so at that time you need not to reduce the dimensions of the actual object dimensions, or you need not to enlarge the dimensions of the object. Unit conversions. Okay, so before starting these skills you should must remember these points, important points, metric systems and British system points. So here we are in scales, we are going to measure in terms of kilometers, hectometers, decameters, decimeters. Okay, so you should know the metric system, British system. Any units may be given in your question in exams. Okay, so metric system, the 1 kilometer is equals to 10 hectometers. So basically it's a hectometer, HEC TOMETER, hectometer. So the short form is capital H small n. Decameters, capital D small n. Decimeters, small d small n. Just you don't confuse here. So if I use wherever small dm, that means decimeters, not decameters, right? So 1 kilometers is equals to 1000 meters, we can say, or 10 hectometers. 1 hectometer equals to 10 decameters. 1 decameter equals to 10 meters. 1 meter equals to 10 decimeters. Okay, in 1 meter we can say 100 centimeters also. Okay, 1 decimeter equals to 10 centimeter. 1 centimeter equals to 10 mm. Okay, and British system, whereas the British system, 1 league equals to 3 miles, 1 mile equals to 8 furlongs, 1 furlong equals to 10 chains. See here, we can use mile, small mi, furlong, small fur. Okay, short forms we can use. Chains we can use ch. 1 furlong equals to 10 chains, 1 chain equals to 22 yards, 1 yard equals to 3 feet, 1 foot equals to 12 inches, 1 inch equals to 8th. Okay, when we are going to solve about the this scale conversion problems, we are going to learn about the 8th. 1 inch equals to 8th. Okay, so 1 foot equals to 12 inches. So shall I write like that? Inches. I can write like that, inches. Okay, this symbol also for inches, right? So these are the unit conversions.
Now how to install the AutoCAD. Okay, I'll first explain the how to install the AutoCAD, then we'll go move to initial settings in AutoCAD. Okay, so simply type in Google AutoCAD student version download. Okay, so you'll get first link. Okay, click on this first link, right? So here many options are there, so better to select if you have the Windows this option, otherwise Mac you select this one. Okay, so I will select this one because in my laptop I have Windows, right? So here three what we can say versions: student version, educator version and school IT administrator, right? So I'll select student version. Okay, because if you have the institute email ID, you can utilize that email ID and you will get the 1 year free subscription. Okay, so after that you can go for the renewal, right? So click on select, then click on continue. Next, see here you need to fill the institute details and your details, so you will get one confirmation email. There you can download the AutoCAD software. Okay, so after that if you downloaded the AutoCAD software, you will get the icon like this, right? AutoCAD 2025. So you need to click on this. So now the software AutoCAD 2025 is loading. It will take a few seconds. So this will be your initial view. Already you have saved file, so you can open the any saved file and you can draw there also. So if you want to make a new file, so click on this new. Okay, now this is in new file for you. So simply you can rename here also, drawing 1 instead of drawing 1. You use the control S. Okay, at the desired location you can save there and you can change the name, rename. Okay, now before starting the drawing, so we need to check the limits, okay, or we need to check the units and initial settings. Initial settings is very most important. So now I will explain you the what are the initial settings are required to do before starting the diagram, right? So first initial setting is units. So command for units is UN, or you can type full units also. Okay, UN, then enter, right? Unit, enter. See here the precision. So after point, if you have long value, okay, so if you have this 0.0005060, after points, if you have the long value up to 5 values, after a point 5 digits or 6 digits, it will comes. Okay, otherwise if you check only 0, so it will take the approx value. If 0.0 means after point it will take the approx value. Okay, better to take 0.00. Okay, precision 0.00 you take. And the units here, insertion scale, if it is in millimeter, is not a problem. Okay, simply use that option only. If there is a like meters and centimeters, so you need to change to meters. Okay, millimeters. Please ensure that the unit must be in millimeters. Okay, then click on OK. So your first setting is completed, units, right? So unit settings, command U and enter, then you need to change the unit. Okay, then next dimension style manager. The short key for command is D, only D. So see here, dimensional style manager, dim style, right? Short form, dim. So D, enter, right? So here you need to modify. Okay, here you need to modify. First we'll check from lines. Here in the lines you need not to change anything. Okay, if there is a 3.75, it is okay for you. And symbol and arrows, here better to change the arrow size 5, right? Because if you're taking the printout after dimensioning, so the arrow size is very small, so it unable to visible to the evaluator. Maybe he may think only line, right? So arrow size increase, right? 4 or 5, your wish. The next, text height also it is important. If text height is very low, okay, very less, so you unable to read the text, right? So my suggestion, use text height 5. Wherever you require the text height is very big. Okay, for example, you have drawn one rectangle. Okay, so we are going to draw the diagrams in the rectangle. The rectangle dimension is generally we are using A4 size paper dimensions, like 297 into 210, right? There we are going to draw the title box also, there where you can write your name and your roll number, your class. Okay, so if the name and roll number is not fitting in that rows because of a huge height 5, there you can change. Okay, I will explain you. Okay, so here text height 5 will take now, text height 5. Next we'll change to ISO standard. Okay, change to ISO standard. So you can see the differences aligned with dimension line here. Okay, standard you can change. Now next, fit, need not to change anything in the fit. Okay, it's okay for you. Now if you see here 14,11, actually it is not 14,11, it should be 14.11, right? So you change it here, decimal separator, comma to period, right? Precision 0.00, it's okay for you, right? Next, alternate units and tolerance, so you need not to change here. Then simply click on OK. Then next, set current, then close. Okay, so we have done 3 commands. We have used UN, units, and dimension style manager we have done. Sorry, two commands we used here. So two settings we have successfully done. Now next command is drafting setting. Okay, drafting setting command. So key is ds, enter. See here, ds, drafting setting. Okay, ds, short form is ds, then enter. Okay, so you need to ensure about this all should be checked. Okay, you make sure that if these all are checked, if these two are unchecked, you will face some problem while drawing the diagrams. So click on these two also. Okay, simply you can clear the all, then select the all, right? And check these two also, object snap and object snap tracking, right? You make sure that this must be selected. Okay, for example, you have drawn the square. Okay, at particular point from here, at the particular point you need to draw the one line, straight line. Okay, so your cursor, you enable to put the cursor at that point smoothly. Okay, you unable to do it. Okay, you will face some problems. So these settings are important. This must be checked. So easily you can reach up to the node, geometric center, midpoint, and quadrant. Okay, done, right? Now click on OK. The next setting is go to annotate. Now go to annotate. Okay, there will be a text here. A diagonal arrow button will be there. Click on that button. Right, your text height is 0. Whatever you are writing, that will not be visible for you, visible to you. Okay, so you need to change here text height 0 to 5. Enter. Then next you can change here font name also. So I will change here Times New Roman. So you can also utilize this, and you can change italic, bold, italic, and bold. Okay, regular. You wish you can change it. Then next set current. Then you will get some small window. You click on yes, right? Then close. So we have done these settings. Next setting is layers. We'll create a layers. For example, if you have drawn the object, any object, so if you want to draw the object, some different lines we are going to use, like projection lines, okay, and like axis line, and cutting section line. So different types of lines are the dashed line. Okay, so we are going to learn about all those lines also while we are drawing the diagrams. So particular lines, there are different applications for continuous line. Okay, where we are going, where we can use the continuous line we can use for projection lines, dimensioning lines. Okay, and we can use for object line. So only the difference is thickness of the line. The object, for example, you have the object line must be thick, right? The object line must be thick, whether it is hidden lines or continuous line. Okay, so we'll create some different types of lines according to our convenient. Okay, so if you want to create a line, different lines, so the command is layer, layer, then enter, then click on click here. The one plus is there now, so you put the cursor there, so the name will be display there, new layer, right? Click on this, right? Now first I will create a object layer, right? Object layer, then enter. See here, it is continuous line, so you can change your colors also. Okay, colors also. If you want to take a color printout, you can use different colors also. If you want to take only black and white printout, so Xerox copy like black and white only. So my suggestion is use only white color, don't use different colors. Otherwise maybe some because of these colors the lines of your object will be unable to print for you in the proper manner. Maybe that will be invisible, right? So my opinion, don't use the different colors, only use white color. Here continuous line, it is loaded already. Now next if it is object line, the thickness must be thick, wider line. Okay, so 0.35 mm will take here, right? The next layer will create projection layer. See what is projection, we are going to learn this projection also. So simply you just remember the projection line is not a object line, right? So this line should be continuous and thin line, not thick line, 0.15 only, right? Object line, I already told you object line should be thick, whether it is visible lines or invisible lines. Only the difference is visible lines are we are drawing with the continuous line. For invisible lines we are going to draw dashed line. Okay, so these things we are going to learn in the projections of planes, projections of solids thereon. Okay, so till now you just remember the thickness of the line, object line should be 0.35, projection line thickness will be 0.15. okay, whatever your dimensioning line it is using, that is also thin line only. Okay, one more layer will create here, see continuous thin. Okay, it is done. Now one more layer will use here axis line. Okay, axis, or we can say center line. So simply I will write here center line. So here center line should not be continuous. Okay, there will be a one long dash and one dot line. Okay, long dash dot line, right? So there is no line. Okay, see all the lines are inbuilt in the AutoCAD, but you need to load. Okay, here only one line is loaded. So simply I will click on this load. So this is axis line. Okay, long dash dot line. Okay, this will be your axis line. Simply click on that and say click on OK. So that line is loaded. Simply click on this, then OK. So line is here only. Okay, so now thickness of the axis line will be same 0.15 only, because this is not a object line, right? Now we have drawn these three. Simply you can draw one more line, dashed line also, but we'll create that line layer also when we are going to use that lines. Okay, up to now it is okay for you, right? Then we'll click on this cross, right? Now I will draw a rectangle, okay, whose size of the rectangle is equal to the A4 size paper, 297, right? So see here 297. Simply see, I will explain you. Simply we need to go here rectangle, right? Rectangle, it is written there, right? So click this here, click on this rectangle. Then you have if you are using the mouse, so you have using two fingers, right finger and left finger. So click left finger and just drag this rectangle. Okay, so anyhow you need to give the dimensions here. So see here 2559 it is there, so it is very big line. So 297 you need to type there, right? 297. Don't press enter here, simply you need to press tab button. So now the length it is complete. Now height you need to give 210, then click on enter. See the rectangle is very small, it's look very small because your paper size, your display size is very big here, or it's very big, right? So simply what we need to do, we can use here to fit on your display. Okay, zoom extends. Okay, so click on here. So see here the rectangle is okay, fit into the display by using the cursor, not cursor, roller. You have mouse now, so roller, by rotating the roller up and down you can do the zoom in and zoom out easily. Okay, if you want to move the page, okay, this diagram, so simply use your hand is there now, pan, right? You use the pan here, then you can move this according to your convenient. Okay, so now we have drawn this. So how to check these dimensions? Simply you can use this line, dimension line, dimmer line, dimension line. Okay, linear line, dimensional linear line. Okay, you can use this. So you need to just point out here, right click, left click, you need to press left click. Okay, then here also left click, simply drag out or drag in, drag out, drag in. Okay, you can do like that. So you can measure this 297, and how much it is, the height will be 210. Actually generally we have set this rectangle in the form of landscape manner. So better to take, because we are using the A4 size paper, so your printout you are going to take in the landscape manner instead of your taking the portrait manner. Okay, landscape manner only. Now we have drawn the successfully this one box, right? So if you want to highlight the box, so simply you can use here object line. Okay, object line. So it is still it is visible to you some lighter only. It is not thick. Still it is lighter only. So I will tell you one command you need to use here to differentiate the different lines. Simply I will draw one object here. Okay, by using the object line. So first I will use here object line. Okay, now L line command. You can simply use here line. Okay, otherwise L enter. See, command here activated, L enter. Okay, if you want to deactivate this command, okay, so simply you need to press escape button. So at the keyboard left side top you will be having one keyboard key ESC, okay, escape. So press that escape button. So command, your line command will be deactivated. See here, line command will be deactivated. Line command will be deactivated. No command is activated now, right? So again I will press L enter. Now line command is activated. Okay, if you want to deactivate, simply press ESC and you can use some other command after pressing the escape. Okay, so now I will draw the line. See, if I want to draw the line is not coming properly horizontal line, right? It's moving down and it's moving up also. So if you want to draw the horizontal line, so you can use this. Okay, you can use the ortho mode. Okay, by clicking here you can activate the ortho mode. Otherwise simply if you are pressing F8, okay, so ortho mode is activated now. See here, now tell me, is it activated ortho mode? Yeah, it is deactivated. See here, if it is activated means here it will be checked, right? Now see F8, now it is activated. So you need to ensure that if you want to draw the straight lines, whether horizontal line, okay, or vertical line, okay, 90-degree angle lines, so this should be checked. Okay, now I can able to draw the horizontal line. Even if you want to draw the some diagonal lines or some inclination line, I am able to draw. Okay, whether I can draw the vertical line or straight line. Okay, so I will uncheck this by pressing F8. I will draw one object here, right? I have drawn one object by using the object line. Now I will use the center line. Okay, then L enter. Now I have drawn one more object here, right? Next I will use some projection line, right? Again I will draw one object, right? But if you see here, you unable to differentiate the lines. Only you can differentiate this axis line, a center line, okay, because it is long dash and dot line. But these two lines are you unable to differentiate. All thickness are same. Okay, but if you want to take the printout, it will comes like thicker and thin line, right? But by visible, okay, on the display in the AutoCAD, it is you are unable to find out the whether which line is object line or projection line. Okay, so you should must ensure about the lines, different lines. So simply we'll use one command, line weight. Okay, LINE. Okay, see here, line weight command, WEIGHT, or else you can use L weight. Okay, line weight, then enter. So see here, display line weight is unchecked. That's why you are unable to differentiate. Okay, that's why you are unable to differentiate this line. So once you click here, then okay, they see here, right? So you can able to differentiate the which is the object line, this is which is your projection lines, or which are the dimensional lines. Okay. Simply you can use for dimensions. Simply you can use this. Okay, just click here at the corner. Here also just click here. When the point will come now here in the square manner, at that time you need to click and you need to just expand. You will get the angle. Okay, you will get the angle, right? It is 149.2, right? It is 149.2. If you want to move First you need to deactivate the command by pressing ESC, then hand button you use, pan button, then zoom in, zoom out. Okay, now you understood how to do. See, if you want to find out the angle, so simply you need to click here, okay, at the this linear dimension, right? There is a small arrow mark, down arrow mark will be there, so you need to click here. So angular measurement, you need to click the angular. If you want to find the angle, so you need to check this, okay, you need to check this. Then you need to select any two lines. So if you want to know the angle of these two lines, so you need to check select these two lines, okay. Now you able to find out the angle here. It is angle is 103 degree, right? So now you understood. So simply I am going to delete this all the objects, right? It is deleted. Now see here, I am using from left side to right side, okay, selection part from left side to selection right side. So whatever the inside the box is selected, that will only going to delete, okay. The whole body is not going to delete, right? If you want to delete the whole body, so instead of you are selecting this from left to right, we'll use from right to left, so the whole body of this object will be deleted. See here, actually this dimension also, it is belongs to this body, okay. Even you selected only this part, okay, this body inside body, okay, this dimension also going to delete. So this is the application of the different selection of from left to right or right to left, if you want to delete the object, right? So when you practice, you will come to know how we are going to use this. Next we'll draw one circle here. I will draw one circle, basic diagram, okay. The diameter of the circle is 50 mm, so I will take the radius 25 mm, okay. Now I have drawn the circle, right? So if you want to divide this circle in 8 parts or 12 parts, so we need to draw one line, okay, from center to, okay, at the circumference of this circle, okay, vertical line, the angle making here 90 degree, right? So use F8, simply activate the ortho mode, so easily you can touch this at the base of the circumference of the circle, this point, okay. Now you have drawn this line, okay. So simply you need to click on this line, right? So there is one option here, offset. Simply you can use the offset command also, or simply you can click here. No, sorry, you need not to use offset. You need to use here some here polar array, okay. You have this square 4 square buttons, right? So you need to click downward arrow, right? There is a path array and polar array. You need to use the select the polar array, okay. Then you need to click on the center, so you will get some divisions, circle division. So if generally if you want to divide the circle, so circle is 360 degree angle, so if you want to divide the circle in 6 equal part, 360 divided by 6, okay. If you want to divide the circle 12 equal parts, so 360 divided by 12, so each part will be at an angle of 30 degree, right? So here items are there, 6 items. If you want to divide this circle in 12 equal parts, simply type here 12, then enter, okay. Now this circle is divided into 12 equal parts. Circle is divided into 12 equal parts, okay. So if you want to make this circle only dark and other should be light, so simply select on the circle, then select here object option, then you can able to see this dark line, inside are the, okay, lighter lines. Understood? Now these are the basic settings, okay. We'll draw some basics objects also here. So now you got how to draw the circle and how to divide the circle. Now I will show you how to divide the line, right? This is a line, so I will use object for this line, right? If I want to divide this line in 10 equal parts, so how to divide? So simply you need to click on this line, you need to use one command, div, okay, divide, then enter, okay, then again you need to click on this line. So this line, for example 100 mm line, for example 150 mm line, whatever it is, if you want to divide, simply you need to click on that line, okay, or else you need to use division command, div command, then you need to enter, then you need to select that line, those line you are going to divide. For example, in this line, if you want to divide in 10 equal parts, simply I will type 10, then enter. Okay. Now this line is divided into 10 equal parts, but you enable to see that points. Okay, that points, because it is invisible, right? So you need to activate. How to activate? So we have one p type command. We need to use p type command. Okay, p type command. Here p type full form is point style. Okay, point style. Why it is not visible? Because the point size, maybe it is very small. That's why it is not visible. So see here. So simply, for example, the point size is 0, right? Then that's why it is not visible. Okay, or else even if it is 2 size, 2% size, okay, the point is very thin dimensionless. Okay, so on this thick line now it is invisible, it is there but it is not visible to you. So simply you change this, any one option you can change here. You can change this, you can change this, you can change this rectangle. Okay, so I will change this one. Okay, and size, point size will be better to take 2, or you can take 4 also, then click on OK. See, now it is visible, that point will now it is visible. Okay, now I am going to show you how to take the printout. So for example, you have drawn the diagram, so you are going to draw some multiple diagrams. So I am suggesting you to draw first table, okay, A4 size table. Okay, inside the diagram you draw the object, then you can take the printout in the A4 size. Okay, otherwise, for example, if you don't know how long you have drawn the diagram, so maybe the old diagram will not come on the A4 size sheet. So better to draw the table. Okay, then inside the table draw the diagram, then you can take the printout. Okay, see here, before going to take the printout, you ensure that the no command should be activated. So even you can use escape button, right? Then control key, right? Here first I will save the diagram in A4 size PDF format, then later I can take the printout, right? Or else if you have connected the printout, you can select here any printout, you can take the printout, right? So I will convert into PDF format, drawing to PDF.pc3. Okay, then you have the A4 size 2 options, landscape banner. I will select second one, right? Here landscape, the plot upside down, right? Then next here you need to display now. You need to check here window. So this AutoCAD display will comes to you. So simply you need to check your diagram under this box, right? So you need to take this whole the printout now. So you need to check the whole the table. Okay, then you need to do you need to click on by using the mouse button, left click. Okay, then again the previous window will come to you, plot model. Simply you need to click on OK now. Then next, wherever you want to save, you can save. I will save it on the display. So for example, circle, whatever the object name, I will type it here. Then I will click on save. Now it is saved. Now you can see here. Okay, now it is saved in A4 size sheet, landscape, right? Whenever you want to take the printout, you can take the printout, right? So here any of the part of the diagram is not beyond the page, right? Easily you can go for the printout, and you can differentiate lines also. See here, inside the lines are projections lines or some lighter lines and dark lines. So we can differentiate what is the what are the object lines and what are the projection lines, axis lines, whatever it is. Okay, so thank you very much. um, Next class we will solve some problems regarding these scales: plane scale, diagonal scale and vernier scale. Please, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.